All right, number 2. This time we have an even root. Okay, it's just the square root of negative 64. Okay, so again, with an even root, because there's no number out there, it's understood to be a 2. Okay, so when it's negative, that tells me immediately we're going to have an imaginary answer. All right, so then I can try to break down 64. Now, I know the square root of 64 is 8, but let's just say you weren't aware or you didn't remember, and you know it's even, so I'm going to show you breaking it all the way down. Break down 2 and 32. 2 is prime. 32 is even, so we can divide that by 2, and we'll get 16. And we'll get another 2. So you got a pair of 2's. That means I get to pull a 2 out. Now 16, I can break that down to 4 times 4. Now, since I have a pair, I can just stop there. Now, not prime, so most of the time we go all the way down to prime. But as soon as I find a pair, I'm going to try to save myself some work and stop there. So everything pretty much breaks down. The 2's pair up and come out, and the 2 4's. So you already brought a 2 out, so the 4 that you bring out, you're going to multiply. 2 times 4 gives you 8, so this will be 8i. So an imaginary 8 is what we would get for that one. My keyboard is wanting, thinking about it, trying to get the I to pop up. Or it just says not a real number. I guess they don't even want us to solve it. Okay, so I guess they just want you to want to be aware. But anyway, if you solved it, you would get an 8i. All right, this one wants us to simplify as possible. It gives us roots and everything to check. So this is 25 raised to the 4th power. Square root of 25 raised to the 4th power. Okay, so because this is under a radical, we can really interchange these, and so I'm going to write this as a rational exponent just to show you how we do it by hand, and then I can plug it in the calculator and you can verify it. So this is understood to be a 2, okay? Understood to be a 2. So what this means is we're going to take 25, we're going to raise it to the 4th power, that's going to be on the top, and whatever your radical is, it goes on the bottom. So this raised to the 4 divided by 2 power. Now 4 divided by 2 can be reduced. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So I can rewrite this as 25 squared. Okay? And then 25 squared, you multiply that, and that will give you, I want to say 625 if I can remember that correctly. 625. Okay, so this would be our final answer. So you got two things going on. You can take the square root first if you wanted to, or you can raise it to the power, or you can do the exponential form and reduce it. So again, what I'm saying is the square root of 25, if you want to do that part first, square root of 25 is 5. So then you would have 5 raised to the 4th, and if you raise 5 to the 4th, which is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, you still get the 625. Right. So again, if I want to show you that with a calculator, let's do second. Let me turn it on first. Second, and then I have to hit the x squared button to get square root. Do 25. And then I'm going to go outside of it. I'm going to do this little house top. That's going to raise it to a power, and I'm going to put a 4 here. So this is the square root of 25 raised to the 4th, and you get 625.